If you're over 60 and still reaching for that evening drink, not in excess, just as a habit, this video is for you, because some types of alcohol can age you faster than time itself. But there are kinder alternatives, safer ones that soothe your body, support your mind, and still let you enjoy the moment. Let's take a look at what to avoid and what to embrace instead. If you found this video helpful, press 1 to let us know you're with us. And if you have anything you'd like to share, feel free to leave a comment below. We always listen with care. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's our honor to walk with you on this journey toward a healthier, more peaceful, and more fulfilling life. Why alcohol affects seniors differently? Let's start with a truth no one tells you early enough. Alcohol doesn't age with you, but your body does. When you were younger, a drink with dinner didn't mean much. You'd sleep it off, wake up fine, and go about your day. But after 60, things change in ways that aren't always obvious, until they become impossible to ignore. As we age, our liver slows down. This vital organ, responsible for filtering toxins including alcohol, loses efficiency. What used to take 1 hour to break down may now take 2 or more. That means alcohol stays in your system longer, circulates more freely, and has a deeper impact. At the same time, your body holds less water, about 10 to 15% less than it did in your 30s and 40s. This makes alcohol more concentrated in your bloodstream, leading to quicker intoxication even with smaller amounts. And then, there are the medications, blood pressure pills, diabetes meds, statins, sleep aids. Many of these don't play well with alcohol. Even a modest drink can interfere with absorption, effectiveness, or cause dangerous side effects like dizziness, irregular heartbeat, or sudden drops in blood sugar. But it's not just about the body. It's also about how we live at this stage of life. For many seniors, alcohol becomes less about celebration and more about coping with loneliness, with pain, with memories that sometimes feel heavier than the body itself. That glass of wine at night may feel like comfort, but if it's costing you your clarity, your sleep, your safety, is it really a comfort? The most dangerous alcohol habits in older adults are not the wild, excessive ones. They're the quiet, routine ones, the ones that slip in unnoticed, the ones that no longer serve your life but still show up on your table. Here's the good news. You don't have to quit cold turkey, and you don't have to give up moments of enjoyment. What you do need is awareness and healthier alternatives that nourish instead of numb. Because your body may be aging, yes, but your joy, your peace, your sense of self, those can grow stronger than ever when given the right support. Let's take the next step and look at the very first kind of alcohol that often hides behind sweetness, but carries a bitter cost. Number 1, alcohol type, sweet wines and cocktails. It tastes like summer, fruity, cold, a little sparkle on the tongue. Sangria, Moscato, frozen margaritas make us feel light, celebratory, maybe even a little youthful again. But there's something else swirling in that glass: sugar, and lots of it. Sweet alcoholic drinks are especially dangerous for seniors, not because of the alcohol content alone, but because of how sugar and alcohol combine to stress nearly every system in an aging body. Let's break it down. First, blood sugar spikes. Most sweet wines and cocktails are packed with simple sugars, syrups, or even soda. These sugars hit your bloodstream fast, causing blood sugar spikes followed by crashes. For seniors living with diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, this roller coaster can be exhausting and risky. Second, liver stress. Your liver doesn't just process alcohol, It processes sugar too. When both hit your system at once, your liver gets overwhelmed. Over time, this can lead to fat buildup in the liver, or a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is surprisingly common among older adults, especially those who drink just one glass of sweet wine nightly. Third, increased inflammation. Sugar is a known pro-inflammatory agent. Combined with alcohol, it contributes to swelling, joint pain, fatigue, and even cognitive fog. All issues many older adults are already facing. But here's the tricky part. Sweet drinks don't feel harmful. They feel indulgent, harmless, comforting. That's the trap. Many seniors reach for these drinks because they're easy to sip, don't taste strongly of alcohol, and remind them of vacations, holidays, or simpler times. But if a drink makes you feel relaxed in the moment and leaves your body more inflamed, tired, or foggy the next day, is it really worth it? There's a reason doctors rarely talk about sweet alcohol specifically. It's often considered mild or low risk. But for someone over 60 whose metabolism, liver, and insulin response have all changed, it's anything but mild. The truth is, these drinks are designed to go down easy, and that's exactly what makes them dangerous. So, what can you do instead? What if there were alternatives that still felt festive, flavorful, and fun, but actually supported your health instead of stealing from it? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll share those with you. But first, we need to talk about another mix that's even more deceptive, the kind that combines alcohol with caffeine. Number 2, alcohol type, caffeinated alcohol, vodka energy mixes. It sounds exciting on the label. Vodka plus energy. Party punch with guarana plus B vitamins. Even some coffee-flavored liquors fall into this category, and to many, they feel trendy, harmless, and even energizing. But here's the truth, especially for people over 60. Combining caffeine and alcohol is like stepping on the gas and the brake. At the same time, your body gets confused, and your health pays the price. Let's understand why. Alcohol is a depressant. It slows your brain, calms the nervous system, makes you feel sleepy or relaxed. Caffeine is a stimulant. It speeds up your heart rate, wakes your mind, and keeps you alert. When you drink both together, the stimulant cancels out the natural sleepy signals of alcohol, so you feel more awake than you really are. You drink more than you normally would. You misjudged your limits. But inside your body, a quiet war is happening. Your heart is getting mixed messages. Your blood pressure spikes. Your nervous system becomes overstimulated. And your sleep, something already precious and fragile after 60, is completely disrupted. Even one serving of a vodka energy drink can interfere with your sleep for hours, making it harder to fall asleep and harder to stay asleep. And for seniors who already struggle with insomnia, this can lead to a vicious cycle of fatigue, brain fog, and emotional ups and downs. Caffeinated alcohol also increases the risk of heart palpitations, anxiety, and in rare cases, sudden cardiac episodes, especially in people with underlying conditions. But perhaps the most dangerous part: you don't feel drunk. You feel wired, chatty, awake, which makes this combination especially risky for falls, late-night driving, medication mistakes, or even taking another drink without realizing you've already had enough. Many seniors pick up these drinks by accident at parties, from a well-meaning family member, or from a trendy pre-mix can at the store. But just because it's sold in the same aisle as beer doesn't mean it's safe for every age. If you're over 60, your body's ability to self-regulate is already more sensitive. It's asking you for rest, for balance, not for a push-pull tug of stimulants and sedatives in the same glass. So here's a gentle truth. You don't need energy in a can. You need real rest, gentle fuel, clear calm, and the good news. There are better drinks for that. We'll get to those soon. But first, let's look at a drink that doesn't need any mixers to be dangerous because the alcohol itself is already too strong for many aging bodies. Let's talk about hard liquors. Number 3. Alcohol type, the daily red wine habit. It's the most trusted drink among seniors. Red wine. Doctors mention it. Articles praise it. Some even call it heart healthy. And yes, red wine contains antioxidants like resveratrol, which may support blood vessels and reduce inflammation. But there's a quiet difference between something that can be healthy and something that becomes a daily routine even when your body is asking for a break. Let's get honest for a moment. If you're over 60 and you're pouring a glass of red wine every night, not for the taste, but for the habit, it's time to pause and ask, is this still serving me? Because here's what science is beginning to show. Daily alcohol, even in small amounts, still taxes your liver. The liver, already working slower with age, never gets a day off. Over time, inflammation builds quietly. Red wine interacts with many common medications, blood pressure meds, statins, antidepressants, sleep aids. Even that one glass can interfere with how these drugs are absorbed and how effective they are. Sleep disruption is common. While red wine may make you feel sleepy at first, it disrupts REM sleep, the deep, healing part of sleep your brain needs to stay sharp and emotionally balanced. You may fall asleep faster, but wake up more often, or feel foggy in the morning. Emotional reliance creeps in. Wine can become more than just a drink. It becomes a companion, especially for those living alone or missing someone. And while that ritual can feel comforting, it can also quietly become a crutch, masking sadness instead of healing it. That's not a weakness. That's human. But it's also why we need to talk honestly, gently, and clearly about daily wine drinking in later life. Yes, one glass won't harm everyone, but for many, it's not the amount that matters. It's the dependence, the routine, the invisibility of how it affects sleep, memory, liver function, and mood over time. You don't need to give it up forever. But what if you gave your body and your spirit a week off? You might discover something surprising: more energy, deeper rest, clearer thoughts, a sense of calm that doesn't rely on a bottle. The ritual doesn't have to disappear. It can be replaced with something just as meaningful, just as soothing, but truly healing. And that's exactly where we're headed next, because now we're stepping into the hopeful half of this journey: the alternatives. 3 better drinks that honor your body, uplift your mind, and still bring pleasure to your evening routine without the hidden cost. Number 1. Better alternative: Kombucha or herbal spritzers. You come home after a long day, the sun is setting, the kitchen is quiet, and you want something, not just a drink, but a small ritual to mark the end of the day. You reach for a bottle, but this time, it's not wine. It's chilled kombucha. You pour it into a nice glass, maybe with a slice of lemon or ginger. It fizzes. It sparkles. It satisfies. That's the first gift of kombucha and herbal spritzers. They feel like a celebration without the hangover. Let's start with kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea, slightly bubbly, slightly tart. It contains probiotics, which support your gut health, and for seniors, this is vital. A healthy gut helps with digestion, nutrient absorption, and even immune function. And instead of burdening your liver, kombucha nourishes your system. But what about the alcohol? Some kombucha has trace amounts of alcohol, usually less than 0.5%, which is generally safe for most people, even those avoiding alcohol. But if you're in recovery or on medications that require total abstinence, opt for alcohol-free kombucha, which is widely available now. Prefer something you can make at home. Herbal spritzers are a beautiful choice. Take sparkling water, add herbs like mint, basil, or rosemary, a squeeze of lime, a few crushed berries. You can even brew a pot of herbal tea like chamomile or hibiscus, chill it, and mix with sparkling water over ice. The result? A refreshing, flavorful drink that engages your senses without dulling them. No alcohol, no sugar crashes, just calm hydration. But this goes beyond just flavor. It's about reclaiming the ritual. For so many seniors, the evening drink is not about intoxication. It's about signaling to the body, the day is done. You can rest now. Kombucha and herbal spritzers let you keep that ritual, the glass, the pour, the pause, but replace the ingredients with healing instead of harm. And just like that, you're no longer stuck between drink or deny. You now have a third path: replace and restore. If you're trying this for the first time, make it special. Use your favorite glass, light a candle, put on music. Let it feel like your time, because it is. This isn't about quitting something. It's about choosing something better. And if you enjoy bold, rich flavors, don't worry. There's a deeper, darker alternative coming next that might just surprise you. Let's explore Tart cherry and pomegranate elixirs. Number 2. Better alternative: Tart cherry juice or pomegranate elixirs. It's deep red, rich, velvety. You pour it into a wine glass, hold it to the light, and it feels almost like the real thing. But here's the difference. This time, what's in your glass is healing you, not harming you. Tart cherry juice and pomegranate elixirs are two of the most underrated health drinks for older adults, and yet they mimic the flavor profile, elegance, and ritual of red wine better than almost anything else. Let's start with tart cherry juice. Tart cherries, not the sweet ones, are rich in natural melatonin, the hormone your body produces at night to help you fall asleep. For seniors struggling with insomnia, just a small glass of tart cherry juice in the evening can improve sleep quality without the drowsy side effects of sleeping pills. Beyond sleep, tart cherry juice is also anti-inflammatory. Studies show it can reduce joint pain and stiffness, especially in people with arthritis or chronic inflammation. Now let's talk about pomegranate juice. Pomegranate is a powerhouse of antioxidants, even more than red wine. It helps protect the heart, reduce blood pressure, and improve memory. In fact, some studies link daily pomegranate juice consumption to slower cognitive decline in aging adults. Both of these drinks are naturally alcohol-free, deep in flavor, visually appealing, especially when poured into a wine glass, supportive of sleep, heart, and brain function. You can even blend them together. Tart cherry plus pomegranate with a dash of sparkling water and a sprig of mint. Serve over ice. And suddenly, you've created a moment, a ritual, a toast, a taste of comfort with zero regret. But there's more happening than just physical health here. When you choose drinks like these, you're making a statement: I still value pleasure, but I'm done sacrificing my well-being to get it. This shift is powerful. You're not giving something up. You're taking something back: your clarity, your sleep, your memory, your control. So next time you reach for that evening drink, ask yourself, what do I want to feel tonight? Do you want to dull or to restore? Because tart cherries and pomegranates won't make you buzz, but they will help you rest deeper, walk steadier, and remember more clearly. That's a trade worth toasting to. And if your evenings are more about warmth than wine, stay with me, because the next alternatives are served not in wine glasses, but in mugs, golden, comforting, and rich with ancient wisdom. Let's talk about golden milk and adaptogenic teas. Number 3, better alternatives, golden milk. Not every evening drink needs a sparkle. Sometimes, what you really need is warmth, not excitement, not stimulation, but a gentle message to your body. You're safe now. You can rest. That's where golden milk and adaptogenic teas come in ancient remedies, rediscovered by modern wellness, now more relevant than ever for seniors seeking calm, balance, and nourishment. Let's begin with golden milk. It's a soothing drink made from warm milk, often dairy-free, turmeric, ginger, and sometimes cinnamon or black pepper. The name comes from the deep, golden hue of turmeric, a spice known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Why does this matter? As we age, low-grade inflammation builds up quietly in the body. It's linked to joint pain, fatigue, memory loss, and even depression. Golden milk doesn't just taste comforting, it fights the very things that make us feel old. Turmeric helps reduce inflammation. Ginger soothes digestion. Warm milk helps the body release tryptophan, a natural precursor to melatonin, your sleep hormone. Together, they create a trifecta of healing. Best of all, this isn't a quick fix. It's a nurturing nightly habit, a moment to slow down, breathe deeper, and return to yourself. Golden milk teas don't blur your senses. They deepen them. They invite you into stillness, into presence, into the kind of rest that alcohol can never provide. In this stage of life, the goal is not sedation, it's restoration. And these drinks, humble, ancient, quietly powerful, are allies for exactly that. So whether your nights are quiet or full of emotion, whether you're healing something physical or emotional, know this: you are not alone. There are better choices. There are gentler ways. And they're waiting for you, in a warm mug. Now, as we prepare to close, let's reflect on everything we've learned and why this shift isn't just about what you drink, but how you choose to live. So now you know, not all drinks are created equal, especially after 60. Some steal your sleep, fog your memory, and wear down your heart, while others restore you, steady you, and help you feel alive without regret. This wasn't a lecture. This was a reminder. You still have a choice. Even if you've been pouring that glass of wine for 30 years, even if it's just one drink a night, even if it feels harmless, your body is different now. Your needs are wiser, and your peace, it's priceless. So here's the invitation. Start small. Replace just one evening drink this week with something healing. Try kombucha. Sip golden milk. Let a cup of herbal tea hold your hands the way no bottle ever could. This journey isn't about losing anything. It's about gaining back what alcohol slowly takes: clarity, sleep, balance, joy. And if today's video gave you something to think about, even just a little, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. What helps you unwind? What rituals bring you peace? And if you'd like more gentle, science-backed support like this, please tap the subscribe button, because you're not walking this path alone. We're right here with you every step of the way.